Welcome to my YouTube channel, a brand new Clear You. It's a very modern day spiritual channel about just people living their lives and how to deal with the bullshit and dramas that come by and the attachments we have to certain situations, and the bigger picture really is what I want to get into. And here I am in a park, and I want to talk about firstly inner purpose and secondary purpose, or primary purpose and secondary purpose. It's something to have in mind as you go about your life, you go about your day, you go to work, get to train, and essentially you're doing this thing where you know, everyone's grinding out their life, everyone's grinding for goals, achieving, going for happiness, going for these like external pleasures, and every now and then a bit of sadness will come in, and you'll say, what's the point? What's the bigger picture? What am I doing this for? And it comes down to inner purpose or primary purpose and secondary purpose. There's no difference between inner purpose or primary purpose, or secondary purpose or my life's purpose. And to discover this, firstly you have to realize what's your primary purpose right now. And if you're watching this, that's your primary purpose. If you're sat there with your feet on the floor and you can feel everything around you, breathing in, out, and you're listening to my words, that's your primary purpose. Your secondary purpose is your situation, you know, your job, who you're in a relationship with, you know, your friends, and how you perceive yourself, your goals, your ambitions, what you feel like doing next week. But essentially that's something that should never be a purpose. It should never be a goal. It's something that's always going to be on the outside. Your inner purpose or your primary purpose is what you're doing right now. So like I say, you're watching this video. Say you want to take your coffee say you're drinking coffee and you want to take the cup to the kitchen. When you're walking with the cup, that's your purpose. That's your inner purpose. That's your primary purpose. That's what you're doing at that moment. So whatever you're doing at that moment is what you're doing. Your secondary purpose is to get the cup to the kitchen. But when you get the cup to the kitchen, that becomes your primary purpose, and then you have another secondary purpose, maybe to put the cup in the sink. So there's never really a secondary purpose. It's never really going to be. You're never really going to reach your secondary purpose. This is very true to happiness. You never really reach that goal. It's always now, 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 and then when you reach it, there's always something else. And this is why we always relate to chasing our goals and chasing happiness, and it's always kind of eludes us like a phantom, or like trying to hold some soap. You squeeze it and it slips away. And the key is to understand that wherever you are, be there. So where I am talking to you now, I'm in no hurry to get this video done. I'm happy just talking. And someone that's really helped me through this is someone called Eckhart Tolle. I listen to his audiobooks a lot. I've read a lot of his books, and he talks about his famous book is The Power of Now. And his idea is that there's never ever anything other than this moment. And this confuses a lot of people because they want to, you know, they have mental projections of either the past or the future, and they're never really experiencing things. Your primary purpose is always there. It's never really going away. If you actually enjoy the suchness and the fullness of everything, then when you do things, wash dishes, carry your coffee cup, speak to someone, unless you're really there with them or with that coffee cup, you're not enjoying it and you're missing out. And this is his point, is that everything has depth. And when you start to really focus on this and really put your attention on where you are in the present moment, everything starts to have like a sort of more vibrancy to it. People start to feel you, they start to notice you more, they start to have this, you'll have more of a presence around you, you'll have this better vibe, and you'll just start enjoying life a lot better. You don't miss anything. It's not to say that you're not thinking, or you're not trying to resist thinking, or you're trying to always be in this state. It's not like that. It's more to do with just making the most of life, and not looking back and thinking, I went to the park and I missed it. There's so much to experience, and we've really got so involved in our secondary purpose that we're always grinding out and chasing and rushing around, and especially in London. I live in London and I work in Clapham Junction, and that train journey in the morning is observing people just rushing in their heads. They look miserable, and they're just not where they are. They're almost drunk with their own emotions. They're hypnotized. Drunk with their own emotions is a brilliant term that Osho came up with. A recent a modern day spiritual teacher. I check out his works or books as well. It's really awesome. Anyway, so I'm here in a park. It's a very like low-key video to start off with. Brand new Clear Use, my YouTube channel. I'm going to be putting out a lot more videos on like things like relationships and love, and how to achieve your goals, motivation, essentially anything that may come that isn't really written about as much. Things I've experienced, things I've read about, and things that can help you. Please subscribe to my channel, and that's it. Good night.